But see, look on literally on social, it's like 4 hours.
We are live, gentlemen.
Okay, you can break it down as much as you want on social. You don't think social 4 hours is a lot per day?
It's a
That's
lot.
a part-time job.
Yeah, I mean, look at it this way: when you're on the shitter for an hour, like
you're on there for an hour a day.
possibly. I mean, if you take 2,
Do you take?
Christ, hemorrhoids much?
no,
You
listen, man.
probably.
You got-
We're getting to it. TMI.
yeah.
I think you must suffer from that and from numb legs. What do you take for your numb legs?
I know if you use the squatty, you use the squatty potty.
You still get numb.
No,
What do you take? Gabapentin or
what's gabapentin?
for neuropathy?
Are you a GI doctor? Look, the only time you'll actually get numb is if, like, you put your I've noticed this. If you put your elbows like right where your kneecap is.
So what's your sitting position? I'm just curious.
You want me to show you a sitting position as to how I sit on the toilet right now?
Well, because you're claiming being on the toilet an hour a
Okay,
day.
I'm not actually saying an hour a day. I don't sit literally an hour, but
Because you thought you were only using your phone. You're on your screen 8 hours a week. And then I gave you a reality check. You're actually on it
No,
average 8 hours a day.
yes.
Yes.
But again, my life is on this.
Okay, but that's 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's 56 hours. That's more than a full-time. A full-time job is typically 40 hours
a week.
So you're on it a time and a half almost.
Give or take, yes.
Yeah. Do you get overtime or double time or?
I wish my boss, you know what's funny? I wish I've talked to my boss about giving me a raise because I'm working so hard, but he turns around and says, you know what, the economy's struggling right now. I can't give you a raise.
The world is falling
Which
apart.
boss?
We're
The one
talking
with
about
Your broker or the blue and white?
No, me.
Oh, you. Okay. Because I was going to say it's either.
Yeah, no, I sit down and have conversations with myself and he says, no, it's not. It's not a good time right now.
Okay. That makes sense.
Because remember, I mean, texting, Redfin, and I shouldn't bring up work, but, extracurricular activities and phone calls, that's all screen time. It's unfortunate our lives literally revolve around this. But I mean, this weekend, it's crazy. 10 p.m., Narek comes over to my house and Elle goes, so what do you guys think is going to happen with Iran and America? And we're like, any day now.
You said America or U.S.?
No, she said.
Or did she say America or U.S.?
She said America.
America.
Yeah,
okay.
she said America. And we were like, any day now. Any day they're going to strike. And funny enough, Narek and I were like, don't be surprised if their morning, meaning like 10 o'clock in the morning now, they hit. And then we go outside because we're watching Yellowstone and we're chilling outside. 30 minutes passes, 10:35 on the dot. Elle texts and says, Israel just attacked Iran.
How many minutes later?
35 minutes.
What's Yellowstone? Is that Brokeback Mountain too? Or?
No, you will love Yellowstone. So it's the same, I think, producer and director of Landman. Same kind of concept, whole, cowboy style, but you'll enjoy Yellowstone. Okay. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. James, thank you for spoiling it for us, for me and Narek. But Yellowstone, Kevin Costner's the star in it. You will love it. Amazing. Yellowstone. But yeah, 35 minutes later, she texts, she goes, Iran's been attacked by Israel. And we were like, no. We're like, send the link or something. Because right away I got on Twitter, refresh. And then all of a sudden, boom, you see it. Attacks in Tehran. But
what?
I've seen campfires bigger than that.
So what do you, bigger than what?
Those attacks.
Yeah, but those were it's intentional. They're not trying to kill civilians.
No.
They're targeted attacks.
They're targeted attacks.
Targeted by who, though?
Well, here's what my prediction is. And again, I would love to hear your predictions as well. But what I think has happened is for the past 2 or 3 weeks, there's been talks of the Air Force, the Navy, and the Marines strategically positioning themselves around the Gulf, the Persian Gulf, and around Iran, preparing to strike. And as I mentioned, 10:35 p.m. our time, a.m. their time, the strikes came in. I think the 2 weeks or 3 weeks, however long the negotiations were taking place, the negotiations were done already at that point. They basically said that, hey, listen, we'll strike here, you guys strike there. This is all, in my opinion, a big theatrical play to make it seem like, oh, we're toppling the government and the Khamenei is killed.
Well, according to Levy, there was over 2,000 strikes, and 11 of their Navy ships are gone.
I've seen dumpster fires on Skid Row bigger than those strikes.
But how about, let's look at a curveball. There's also theories out there where years ago, Mossad went into Iran, and they actually had some dentists in Iran.
Dentists?
Yes, who were Mossad agents.
Okay.
Who basically, the IRGC leaders had dental procedures done, or dental appointments throughout the years. And the dentists that happened to work on their teeth were dentists / Mossad agents who implanted tracking devices in their teeth. And that's one of the ways they knew exactly where they were at all times.
Oh, just tracking devices, right? There wasn't explosives or anything?
Like the pagers?
I don't know about explosives, but so you could take this to any level you want. And that's the thing. We'll just never know. It's crazy. Look, the amount of the intelligence that some of these agencies around the world have, the Mossad, the CIs, the MI6s of the world. It's just insane.
Which is why it brings me to that conclusion that this is all a theatrical play. How many people did they say were killed in the streets of Iran during these protests?
150 kids.
No.
Girls.
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
That's how accurate their missiles were, by the way.
Wait, listen to what I'm saying. Forget this quote unquote war, because first and foremost, it's not a war. This is not a war. There's no ground troops. This is just strategic attacks on each other.
So what do you call it?
I call it just really bad negotiations amongst each other, or strategic theatrical play.
Thousands of missiles you call bad negotiations.
Okay, can I go back to what I was saying really quickly?
Yes, you may.
Okay, prior to the attacks that took place where Israel attacked Iran, Iran attacked Israel, UK, or whoever it is, how many people were killed in the streets of Iran during the protests?
Nobody knows. We've seen 30,000.
Allegedly.
We've seen 50,000. I don't know, 40, 50,000.
So 40, 50,000 people were killed by whether it was the police of Iran or the military of Iran, correct?
Well, I don't know if it's the military or they also have the Islamic Republic in Iran also has its own soldiers, which is larger in numbers than the actual, what's their military called? I forget.
Yeah.
It's larger than their own military.
So
actually.
let's call it, for argument's sake, let's call it allegedly 30,000 or 50,000 people were killed in the streets of Iran.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me as soon as they find out that Khamenei is killed, the Ayatollah, they're all out in the streets dancing and parading around, and nothing is happening to them. How is that possible? These people were being killed during protests, but as soon as the Khamenei is killed, they're free to go out there, take their hijabs off, dance in the streets, play music. And those videos were posted by us intentionally to kind of understand, okay, so now that the Khamenei is dead, 2 hours, an hour, 3 hours right after his death, that's it. We're done. We're free.
Well, it's not that they're free. I mean, that's an interesting point you're making. But what do you expect? For the street slaughters to continue?
No. I'm not saying the street slaughters continue, but some sort of resistance on behalf of the government. Because look, these guys have a supreme leader lined up after supreme leader after supreme leader after supreme leader.
Right. And one was already.
Two were taken out, apparently. So one was taken out. The other one said, okay, so I'm next, I guess. And then
it's a death sentence. Okay, one time. Sorry, wife, kid.
Ali, it's your turn. No, I don't want it.
I really don't want this promotion.
I don't know. I think Masood wants it more. No, Ali, it's your turn. It's your turn. But see, no backlash from the government. No no military out in the streets telling people to, you know what, we need you to go back. The Ayatollah is just killed. Nothing. It's just celebrating. It's just confusing to me as far as like we went from people being massacred in the streets by the military to now people dancing in the streets without any repercussions. I'm just asking this question because it doesn't play hand in hand together.
Well, it kind of, the only reason why it does is because when those tens of thousands were being killed on the streets due to the protests, there was only verbal involvement by the U.S. So do you really think if after, thousands of missiles, there's still going to be resistance from the militia or whoever they are? What type of resistance are they? I mean, the more people they try to kill at that point, then they're going to be completely destroyed.
Yeah, but where were these attacks happening?
I don't know the specifics. I mean, so I've heard mentions of Esfahan. I've heard mentions of.
I heard Esfahan as well, but when you look up strikes in Esfahan, I couldn't find anything. I saw obviously the Tehran ones, the strikes that happened in Tehran. We saw shrapnel in Qatar. We saw the bombing in Kuwait, the airport there. We saw strikes in Lebanon. But it's like, okay, thousands? I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is all theatrics, man. This is all theatrics between
this meaning the missiles or those protesters being killed?
The missiles as well. I don't think the Khamenei is dead.
Look, the Khamenei could have 15 body doubles. I mean, to say anybody's dead, you could question that. But as far as the protesters being killed, I've talked to a lot of Iranian Armenians throughout the last couple of months who have family there who, I mean, have been witness to some of the killings as far as the militia coming in with trucks with those large automatic.
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm not questioning that. I'm not saying people weren't. It's fascinating to me that within a couple of hours of a supreme leader's death, all of a sudden people are free. The videos of, like I said, the children or the women taking off their hijabs and throwing them in the air, like, that's it, we're done, we're free. It's like, okay, so who is going to be the leader now? Who's going to be the president or prime minister? Is there a plan? Because they've talked about Reza Pahlavi coming in and quote unquote taking over, or
transitional.
At least being, transitional.
Yes.
But you're talking about an individual, and again, this is me playing devil's advocate. You're talking about an individual who left Iran in 1979 and never returned.
Well, he couldn't return.
I know that. And all of a sudden he can come in and be the transitional leader.
Why do you think that is? Why him?
Who else would you put?
Well, didn't they say that they're putting his son, Khomeini's son?
The Khomeini's son is supposed to this is
that was
all
his grandson. If you're going to say he was dead, that was his grandson. And
no. Khomeini's son is the one that they said his son would come in and step up as the next supreme leader. But then there was stories about some other guy who was the supreme leader who got killed, and then now there's another guy. So there's a lot of just moving parts taking place right now. But the people, I'm very happy for the people of Iran and the Iranian people, because you see the joy in their face, the happiness as far as them seeing relief that the Khamenei is no longer there. The supreme leader is no longer there. Los Angeles, dancing. Vancouver, Frankfurt, Germany, there was parties going on there. Australia, all the people were out there dancing, celebrating the death of the Ayatollah. But then you look at, you go, all right, so what is next?
Well, nobody knows what's next. That's the issue.
You don't think partying too soon is a problem?
Yeah, but can you blame people who have been suppressed for almost 5 decades? How do you expect them to respond? To sit there and analyze, well, I don't know, Cameron, maybe we should hold back on the dancing little. I mean, of course they're going to be excited.
No, I know. And again, I'm very happy for these people. I'm like, you have no idea how thrilled I was seeing the people dancing, because you're like, you see the Iranian people out in the streets partying it up, right? Like, you know what? This is amazing. Khamenei is dead. There's hope. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you, Israel. Thank you, the West, blah, blah, blah. And then you're just like, okay, this is great. So now what? Because I don't think these guys are going to give up, man. The one thing that's underneath that country, which is known as black gold, is going to be very difficult to just give up right away.
But see, my concern is this. My concern is that when Reza Shah Pahlavi was in power between 1925 and 1941, he was planted by the Brits, okay?
Yes.
And then you had Mohammad Reza Pahlavi between 1941 and 1979.
Yes.
Who was planted by the U.S. But in between that, there was a short period between 1951 and 1953 where they had, what was his name? The prime minister. For those 2 years, he was the only one that was actually democratically elected leader of Iran between 1951 and 1953.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
The guy with the jacket.
Yes, the guy with the jacket.
No, I think he used to wear a black V-neck.
Did he have eyebrows?
Well, no, what's his name? I can't even pronounce his name. I know. I think I might know who you guys are talking about. Where he always wears like a button-down shirt and a gray jacket or whatever.
That's
no.
It's a little broad, but
No. It's. I mean, I forgot. Is he the president?
I'll tell you, his name was Mossadegh. Mossadegh was the one who was elected in 1950.
Mohammed Mossadegh.
Okay, now
he was the one who was the only one that was elected by the people. And then in 2 years, they did a coup, took him out, brought back the son of the Shah. The U.S. brought him back, right? Mm-hmm. And then in 79, revolution happens. Now you have the Ayatollah.
Well, in 79, again, it's allegedly said that the United States, Great Britain had a hand in toppling the Shah, having him removed, and then putting in Khomeini, not Khamenei, who just passed away or was killed. Khomeini.
Yeah. But then now, Reza, the grandson, is Israel's plant. So it's been Brits plant, US plant, US removes him, Israel's plan.
But again, this is all.
So how is this going to benefit the people?
That's the big question. That's why I'm saying this is all theatrics, man. Again, I'm happy for the people. I just hope the people of Iran will actually take over, and it will be a People's Republic of Iran. The people will have a choice and say as to who will be their leader. And it's not controlled by a foreign entity, whether it's the United States, whether it's the United Kingdom, whether it's Israel, whether it's Iraq. It doesn't matter. It has to be the people running that country.
But that's the thing. It was the only time in modern history that the people ran that country was between 1951 and 53.
During Mohammed Mossadegh, right? Or whatever his name was?
Because the U.S., and that's why right after he was couped out, they put in their own person, the Shah, and they felt comfortable enough to start the nuclear program in Iran. The United States did in the 1950s. They didn't feel comfortable doing it with Mossadegh because he wasn't their person.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's kind of up in the air what's going to be happening with the country of Iran. These guys aren't going to go down without an actual fight. The president has mentioned possibly sending in ground troops. As soon as ground troops hit Iran, that's when you know it's a war. Because this right now, as I mentioned, The fact that I'm saying it's not a war, it's just theatrics going back and forth, is because I'm comparing it to what happened in Afghanistan, what happened in Iraq, what happened even in Vietnam. That was a war. We had troops on the grounds.
Yeah, but you can't expect that level of wars anymore.
Well, I know you. Well, we don't know yet. We don't know until
It won't happen.
we don't know.
When you say we don't know, why would we need to put 200,000 troops in
Why
Iran?
did we put troops in Iraq?
Exactly. We learned from that there's, what did it change?
Well,
Other than trillions of dollars in just warfare and thousands of American soldiers died for what?
A lot of government officials become very wealthy when war takes place.
Of course they do.
So, I mean, whose best interest do they have? I don't see their sons and daughters going overseas to fight. They just collect the checks. That's what they do. Again, we're hoping it doesn't happen. And again, if it is theatrics, we're just hoping that the people of Iran actually stand up and take over and nominate an actual, whether it's a prime minister, president, whatever governmental system they're going to be operating is going to be running the country, and it's not the Ayatollah.
For me, where they lost credibility is because for the last 40 years, Netanyahu has been claiming Iran is a nuclear threat, The only nuclear threat in that region is them, Israel, not Iran. I mean, what makes you think Iran hasn't had nuclear weapons in the last 30, 40 years? They've never used it.
Well, the state of Israel has claimed that they don't have nuclear weapons either. They've claimed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They don't have biolabs.
What's the Samson option?
The Samson option is a very dangerous option as to if we go down, we all go down.
How?
I guess you would push that red button.
But they don't have that red button, no?
I don't think so.
No?
That's, again, I'm saying they're claiming that they don't have it.
That's cute. They claim everybody else does, but they claim they don't have it.
Yeah.
See, if they didn't use that as bait to deter, people's perspective on this war, it would make more sense just to say, listen, the people of Iran, 80% want this regime out because they don't have the power. They've protested for 40 plus years. Every time they get slaughtered, we're going to intervene to help the people. This BS about they have nuclear power, they have nuclear weapons, they're a threat to, they're not. Iran hasn't been in war in God knows how many decades. I mean, this whole thing about they fund Hezbollah, okay, who created these organizations?
And why?
Who trains these organizations?
And why?
Exactly, yeah. The U.S. again creates these organizations with the help of Israel. They train them, they fund them, and then Iran is funding Hezbollah and ISIS and Al-Qaeda and Hamas, and really? And who's providing the weapons and the training?
Yeah, and then they become dangerous.
Yeah. And during convenient times of, I think we need some chaos. I think it's time you guys become dangerous. Now we're going to teach you how to attack us.
It's like, what's a sexy name we could give these guys? ISIS sounds sexy.
Yeah.
Let's go with ISIS this one.
Good thing they changed the name of that building in Glendale from ISIS.
Which one was ISIS?
You don't remember that building on Colorado right near the freeway exit?
Was it called ISIS?
It's now called Rio.
Oh, it was ISIS?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
The initial name was ISIS. And then a year or two into, they changed it.
They got a phone call.
We need royalties.
No, I actually got a phone call. Hey, listen, that name on that building, could you guys do us a favor and change it? Why? It's my daughter's and son's initials. Yeah, about that. Listen, we're going to be creating an organization in the Middle East called ISIS that we're going to be going after. So I'd strongly recommend you change that name. All right. So how much are you going to be paying us? Oh, nothing. You just change it, or we'll blacklist you as well.
Isn't it funny how ISIS never attacked Israel?
Bro, you're talking about... Look, at the end of the day, you've seen Netanyahu speak in front of Congress about how Afghanistan is dangerous, how Iraq is dangerous, how Yemen is dangerous, how all these Middle Eastern countries are dangerous, and how the United States needs to take out Saddam Hussein, needs to take out Gaddafi. But who fights alongside the United States Marines, armies, air forces, and navies? It's just us, man.
Mhm.
It's literally just us. So if this quote unquote country is our greatest ally in the Middle East, why aren't they fighting alongside us? Are they just intelligence, basically finding out information, feeding it to us, and then we go in there and have our young men and women die for what? A greater cause in the Middle East? For
No,
what?
because they can have the goyim do the job for them. Why not? Just have cattle.
It's sad.
Did you see who's next on their list?
Yeah, Cuba. Cuba.
No.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Turkey.
Turkey. Erdogan.
Really? Somebody was posting Cuba because they
No,
were
no.
saying that Cuba needs some liberty as well.
I got mixed feelings about that one, though, the Turkey one.
About Turkey? Knight, my concern with what's going on in that territory is, and again, at the end of the day, it's our motherland, is Armenia. What's going to happen with Armenia? Where are they going to fall with all this? Because if you take out Iran and you put in whoever it is that you're going to be putting in, if that happens, I'm still optimistic. I still do think the Ayatollah will fall and an actual parliamentary or presidential system will be put into Iran. It's like, all right, that'll work hand in hand with Armenia. But then now you have Turkey involved, and then you have Azerbaijan on the side. So now we're like in the crossfire of crap.
What kind of, I mean, so you trust the fact that they will actually go into Iran, put the same voting system similar to what we have, right?
I'm
such a
thinking,
trusted system.
again, I'm not saying it'll be that system. I'm just saying it might be a parliamentary system. It might be congressional, like, you know, how the United States and stuff is. I don't know what it'll be, but I'm just hoping that the actual people will be able to truly vote for their president. I don't even.
I hope we can truly vote for our president.
Listen,
I mean,
I'm done
come on.
voting.
So there you have it.
I'm done voting. I'm not voting.
You're
anymore.
hoping for Iran to have true voting system, yet we don't even have a true voting system.
You know what? It's hopeful wishing for those people, because they truly deserve it. All these years that they've been oppressed by that regime, those people deserve it, and I hope they do get it. Because listen, I thought we had it. I voted for Trump in 2016, right? And I had high hopes for him. I voted for him again in 2024, but I'm done.
Yeah, but what was your alternative? I mean,
No, I'm not. I'm just not going to vote. Let it burn, bro.
but look at it. Look at it from this perspective. I think, again, I don't want people to misconstrue my comments and think, well, he supports the Islamic regime. I don't. But look at it from this perspective. Iran, I think, provided some type of balance in that region. Now, if they take Iran out, you're going to have, in a sense, a monopoly. And who's going to control that monopoly?
Israel.
There you go.
Greater Israel.
And
project.
I'm surprised they're even discussing Turkey, because Turkey is a NATO member, right? It's got the largest military in that region as a NATO member. Why would Erdogan be on that list?
I don't know.
But
Gas, oil. Maybe they owe somebody money.
But imagine this. Imagine right now, let's look at retail, right? We have the two big retailers out there, or we had two big retailers out there, Walmart and Target.
Yes.
Came Amazon.
Yes.
Amazon has almost taken Target out of business. Their sales have dropped tremendously. Walmart is still considered the largest retailer as far as brick and mortar goes. But Amazon has truly affected Walmart's business too. So imagine what would happen if Target and Walmart were out of the picture?
You would have more mom and pops.
How?
Well, those are your two major corporations. Amazon is online. Walmart is more brick and mortar. Are you talking about Target wise?
No, I'm talking about if Amazon took over, which they are, where Walmart and Target ended up shutting down a lot of their locations too.
Yes, they had to adapt to the way Amazon was conducting business, which was online based.
Right, but they haven't been able to catch up to
No, because they're still going the traditional brick and mortar way.
Yeah.
And again, Walmart isn't everywhere. Walmart is in certain demographical
Of
areas
course it's
of
everywhere. Walmart is within 15 miles of 90% of the U.S. population.
No. I know it is, but it's in certain neighborhoods. Not every neighborhood takes in a Walmart.
I understand, but if it's within 15 miles, that's
Correct.
pretty much
Correct.
everywhere.
Correct.
Right? I mean, how much more everywhere can you be?
No, well, when you say everywhere, I look at it as like a McDonald's, where every other block has a McDonald's.
Walmart's, you're talking about. Anyway, but my point is,
so what you're saying is, okay, if Walmart didn't exist and Amazon didn't exist,
now you have a monopoly where Amazon will control the prices of everything. I mean, they still control it to an extent.
Wait. I'm confused here. You're saying if Walmart didn't exist and Amazon didn't exist?
No. If Walmart and Target didn't exist.
Walmart and Target didn't exist, Amazon would monopolize everything. It would be devastating for every single mom and pop shop selling the similar products that you can buy.
It would be devastating for even consumers, because at that point, they could put any price and they're the only place to go. So that's what I'm saying. Iran provides that balance of Target and Walmart against the Amazon, which is the US, Israel, right? So now if you take out Iran, you're pretty much monopolizing that whole region, whether it's the oil, whether it's the minerals or whatever their purpose
the oil. It's not only oil, it's geographic location as well. I totally agree with you. Iran was the balance for the Middle East. And if, as much as I hate saying it, but the leaders that were the current leaders were creating some sort of fear to the West. But at what cost? The people? I mean, I felt you feel sorry for the people living in that country, because if you look at Iran prior to 1979, it was known as the Paris of the Middle East. Iran was Dubai before Dubai was around.
Yes, and that's the thing. And I think they put the Shah, and then the Shah lost its way and then started speaking against Israel. And all of a sudden it's like, well, listen, buddy, you're becoming a little too independent. It's time to replace you. Because when they put somebody in power, you have to obey. Doesn't matter how big you get. It's just like if you bring in a private equity group, they invest, $500 million, $1 billion into your startup. They take control interest in your company. You no longer have control. You can't make decisions. Your shareholders make decisions.
Well, that's what happened to Dan Bilzerian. Dan Bilzerian was basically the founder of his whole vape and cannabis brand, Ignite. And all of a sudden, when he started speaking up against certain countries and political parties, his shareholders said, hey, listen,
Didn't he move his vape outside of the U.S. on purpose?
I don't know.
Yes. He moved it outside of the U.S. on purpose because the market was better in Europe because of all the laws that were passing.
Yeah, but again, this was they were threatening to kick him out.
I mean, they always threaten. I'm sure a lot of us have had threats of a lot of different things.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
Okay,
but I know Levik was mentioning something about Amazon would be sued about
monopoly laws.
Look, we get the whole monopoly law stuff, but you really think Jeff Bezos would be that dumb to completely monopolize it? No, I mean he would let some of the competitors trickle in there to avoid complete monopolization of the market. But Amazon's biggest competitor now is Temu, which is out of China.
Yeah, but Temu's again, look,
it's garbage. It's garbage stuff. By the way,
not only that, it's nowhere near as easy to order as. First off, you try to order anything, you get this stupid Wheel of Fortune thing like 8,000 times. Like, dude, I don't want to win anything. Just
but then you get everything for free.
That's the problem.
It's like those Somalian. It's like those Somalian. What do you call those guys? Scammers in like Paris and Italy, where they'll come up to you and they'll be like, "Yeah, free. This is free," and then you put it on yours, like, "Oh, it's free," and then they'll show you a picture of their kid. They'll be like, "All right, you need to donate now." You're like, "What the hell, bro? I thought you said it was free." Nothing is free. No such thing as a free lunch.
Because I remember years ago, I was like, you know what? I want to try find a website where everything is American made and buy it from there. So I find a couple of websites. Everything's made in USA.
And everything's an arm and a leg.
the cost was okay. It was the process of going through the purchasing, and then it's like, dude, Amazon makes it like one click, where you almost don't even want to take that extra minute and a half and then fill it out and address and remember this and click and save, and then
Yeah.
it. Temu, it's like you have to play 18 different games to not choose the prizes that you're never going to get anyways.
And then it takes like 3 weeks to get.
Yeah, and then Amazon, it's like, well, if you want, we can have it to you in 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah, that's the craziest part.
And it's only going to get faster in due time with some of these drones and whatever else they're going to start using. It's going to get even faster with all the distribution centers they have. But that's exactly what I think that these governments are trying to do, is put more distribution centers. Because, look, ultimately, some of these, whatever's going on, could affect a lot of the Saudi Arabian countries, right? In a sense where these missiles could be hitting their water lines, their gas lines, their anything. And that could be detrimental to the Arabian countries and some parts of Europe because of it.
I mean, not to mention if it, God forbid it, if it's these oil tankers.
They already have been hitting oil tankers.
No, but I mean, I'm talking about those massive oil tankers
yeah.
that, no, I mean, they've hit, I think it was one oil tanker, but then you look at the video and then Grok confirmed that it was from like 2018.
This recent one?
Which one is the most recent one that was hit?
By the actual port where they blocked off the IRGC. Sorry.
So an actual oil tanker was hit?
Yes.
And it exploded?
No, it didn't explode.
All right,
but the crew had to evacuate.
All right, my concern is the distributors that send oil to not only America, but throughout the world, or even natural gas, as you mentioned, those being destroyed. Let alone, I think the gas prices are going to start skyrocketing soon. I think we're going to see $6-7 gas soon.
So we have control over Venezuela's oil, yet we haven't seen the price drop.
Oh, Venezuela! What happened to Venezuela?
Now we're going to take over Iran. We still don't have, prices are going to go up. So
it's California, bro.
Well, they sent the first shipment to Israel, right? The Venezuela oil that they took. You know that, right?
Are you serious?
Yes,
That's what they sent us?
They sent the first shipment to Israel.
What's the gas price in Israel?
I have no idea.
It's like 99 cents a gallon.
I'm seriously curious.
Could you pull it up, Joe?
Probably.
I'm curious to find out
What's
what
the question?
How much gas prices are in Israel?
How much gas prices are in Israel?
Yeah.
7.13 per liter. So $2.30 per liter.
Well, that's
pretty
expensive, though.
Yeah, that is expensive.
All right, we live in America. What is it in gallons?
That's like
liters.
$10 a gallon.
Yeah, but considering it takes
No.
40, yeah, but considering you're 45 minutes from one side to the other, I mean, like you're barely using fuel.
It's like what the hell's a liter? What the hell's a kilometer?
Yeah, but that's irrelevant. We're not comparing commute. We're comparing gas prices, which is expensive.
course,
you
yeah,
could
it
say
is
the same thing about Armenia.
All right, can we dumb it down a little bit? How much is it per gallon? I don't care
just
about
said
it.
$10.
Yeah, roughly
Is it?
$10, yeah.
If it's 2 something per liter,
I don't know.
a gallon is a little over 4 liters, right?
That's,
Are you asking?
Yeah,
That's what I'm.
which equates to about $10. Guys, you don't remember math from
Bro, as they say, what the hell's a kilometer?
or 3.75?
3.78.
Yeah, I remember it's 3.7 something or 4.2.
Ah, interesting.
So
Okay.
it's about nine
Nine.
and change
Okay.
per gallon.
So it's more expensive than it is here.
It's more than double.
Interesting. But I mean, they don't even drive that much. there.
Again, that's not the point. They
No,
don't
I know.
drive. I know. You can't go like just make an argument to suit your narrative. Like,
No.
pero they don't drive as much as
Look,
we drive.
it's the taxes in California that screw us.
Again,
Bro.
irrelevant. We're talking about gas prices.
Well, then why are gas prices in Texas, Montana, Florida, Tennessee?
I understand it's much cheaper there. We're comparing it to Israel,
I guess.
not to Texas and Montana.
I guess. Can we take a break really quickly? We want to jump into some AI stuff as well, though. As far as I know, we started talking about AIs and drones and stuff, but can we take a break real quick? Son of a...
What the hell was that, bro?
You okay?
Yeah, man. Oh, Megeredchian Law. We should call Alex.
If you've been injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or work injury, reach out to Megeredchian Law today.
At Megeredchian Law, we maximize your compensation, you get constant client communication, and we win when it matters most.
If you've been injured in a car accident, trip and fall, nerve, muscle, joint, any sort of pain at all, hit up Dr. Rafi. He'll take care of everything from A to Z. What's the number at?
818-407-0007.
And tell him the Wise Nut sent you.
Welcome back.
We're back. All right.
Already? That was quick.
Joe, you had a video pulled up of Netanyahu at a site, right?
Lying as usual.
Where is this at?
There's in Israel. Here, I'm gonna play right
So
now.
this is okay. Wait. Before you play it, I know there was attacks in Tel Aviv, right?
Yes, there's several attacks in Tel Aviv.
and Jerusalem, correct?
Correct.
So there's only 2 places they've attacked.
They've attacked a lot of places.
I know, but look,
I don't know why you guys are downplaying this so much. I mean, Iran has been doing some major damage, bro.
bro, half the videos you look online, they're all fake AI videos. There's people posting videos of Gaza claiming it's Israel, and you're like,
but do you understand that this is not just a war of just
it's not
bombs?
a war. It's not a war.
Okay, whatever you want to call it. It's a birthday.
What
party.
would you call it? You keep on saying it's not a
Fucking
war.
It's not a war.
I don't know.
Come on, man.
It's not a
And
war.
we're not influencers.
How many wars have you been in? Personally,
bro, these are basically back and again. I'm not saying they're theatrics now.
Well,
this is what I'm saying. It's back and forth attacks, strategic attacks that each one of them know where they're attacking, when they're attacking.
okay,
That's what it
because they're
is.
trying to avoid killing.
Exactly. That's why it's not war.
You're expecting like a Braveheart movie type of
No,
fight?
I'm not expecting
What
a
are you
Braveheart.
expecting?
What I'm saying is, when the troops hit the ground, our troops or whoever's troops, and they begin to actually fight each other, that's when it's war.
The only time you do that is if you're trying to take over a country. You don't do that if
and you don't think this is a takeover of a country?
No,
Of course it is.
How?
It's a regime change.
Yes, it's
a
regime
takeover of a
change.
country.
It's an attempt of a regime change.
Exactly.
Look, if you're expecting troops on the ground, I don't think it's going to happen. And
I hope it's not
I'm
gonna
glad
happen.
it's not going to happen. I hope it's not going to happen. But that's just not the type of warfare anymore, which is good because you want to attack the, whatever it is, the nuclear plants and these plants and whatever plants. And then one of them says, all right, guys, I'm throwing in the towel. We're done. You don't want to continue this thing. I mean, look at what's happening with Ukraine and Russia. What is it, over 4 years now?
Yeah, but it's
millions of people dead.
Yes,
that's would you
that's
call
war.
So that's what you want.
No,
war.
no, that's not what I want. That's not what I said.
Then what
That's
is-
not what I
you keep
said.
on saying it's not war. Like,
Because it's
hey
not.
guys, can you please convert this into a war?
No. What I'm saying.
No, that's not what it's.
No, that's not what I'm
That's
saying.
not what you're saying. Okay.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, again, see, this you're putting words in my mouth.
Well,
What I'm saying is
be happy it's only words.
this is oh, no, seriously, bro. This is strategically planned by both sides, and they're saying, hey, have you emptied out that bunker? Yes. All right. So at around 10:35 p.m. or 10:35 your time, we're going to strike here. All right. When you guys strike here at this time, this is what it is. It's all back and forth with each other. That's what it is. Ukraine and Russia, Putin hates Zelensky. Putin hates the West. Putin is actually saying, hey,
Brother.
you know what? You want to fuck around? You'll find out.
Brother, it's a multi-front war. It's psychological, it's physical with the bombs and whatnot. It's also going to be a big part of it is going to be financial. There's no way the U.S. is going to be able to outlast this if it lasts for a very long time.
Who? The US won't?
yes. And I'll give you perfect examples if you want to hear it. If you want to hear me out, I'll give you perfect examples.
Play the video of Netanyahu.
Yeah, let's
Bro.
do that. Actually, let's start with this one first.
Our friend Netanyahu.
Before Netanyahu, let's start with
What is this one?
So here was a response that's very interesting, and I think that we should really look into it. Here, watch. It's a response from one of the spokespeople from Israel.
The Iranian regime have clearly done terrible things, particularly to their own people. But your prime minister is a wanted war criminal. You don't have the moral high ground here at all.
This is a war crime. This is a war crime. Targeting civilians, targeting elderly women, killing, murdering her caregiver from the Philippines. And the Iranian regime is targeting not only us in Israel. They are targeting the entire region.
What about the 100 or so schoolgirls in Iran that have been killed in a strike there?
And this must stop. This must be stopped, and this is what we're trying to do.
So this guy, that is a war crime. But everything that they've been doing in Gaza, everything that they've been doing and hitting those 150 kids at the little school, that was not a war crime. None of that is a war crime. But once it's against Israel, it's a freaking war crime, right?
Bro, nobody needs to die.
No, for sure nobody needs to die.
This is unnecessary. But what this guy is doing is he's playing a victim card. That's what he's doing.
Typical. I mean, watch what now. Let's go to Netanyahu.
Well,
because it ties together.
I get it, but before you go to Netanyahu, it's kind of like, look, what happened in Gaza with all those people that died was a tragedy. And what's happened here in Israel and all those people that have died, including the, I don't even know why he mentioned the Philippine caregiver.
It wasn't a tragedy, bro. Stop downplaying it. It was a genocide. Bottom line, flat.
I understand it was a genocide, but I'm saying whatever is happening here as well. Mm-hmm. Look, those people don't need to die. There's women, there's children, there's men. And again, it doesn't matter the religion. It doesn't matter the culture. It doesn't matter the race. When people are, like imagine, bro, there's a little boy, little girl sitting in their apartment playing with their toys, and all of a sudden a bomb hits and dies.
Listen, I completely agree with you. Who launched the first missile, bro? Who asked for this? Was it Iran that asked for this?
Again, what I'm saying is it's unnecessary for innocent people to die.
I agree. That's not the argument here. That's not the argument. The point is the fact that this guy's playing victim at the moment. But forget what they did. It's
a double-edged sword with us because we don't want that regime in power.
Of course not.
But we don't want the state of Iran or the country of Iran to be taken over by a foreign entity either.
Correct.
Why did we wait until 40,000 people were slaughtered before we decided to do this?
Well, that's the question that I was asking in the beginning, where it was like, okay, 50,000 people were killed during protests. And all of a sudden, the Khamenei is taken out, and people are now out in the streets of Tehran, of Isfahan, and all these other cities, dancing and parading with the Iranian flag, and nothing is being done. It's like, okay, so what happened? But
the same thing happened in Iraq. Remember when they took out Saddam? People were out dancing and breaking down his statues and everything all over the country. I mean, what do you expect? People are going to respond that way. But I'm saying is they knew Khamenei's exact location at all times and all the top leaders of the regime.
Yes, but
why didn't they just strategically take them out instead of waiting for 50,000 people, 40,000, whatever the number is, actual number, to be slaughtered, killed for no reason until, okay, now we're going to get involved?
I don't know. That's a question you have to ask.
Well, President Trump gave those people hope. That's why they were out on the streets protesting, because they were waiting for his help. Yes, he finally went in, but why 50,000 people later? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
And not sooner. But yeah, of course, these guys are going to play the victim card of, well, this is a war crime. No, what you're doing is not a war crime at all. And like Joe said, call it genocide, use your own term you guys love to push, is Holocaust. Well, what's the difference?
Ethnic cleansing, Holocaust, genocide, whatever. See, the individuals who send us DMs saying, well, you guys are conservative, you guys should be for the pro-Israel movement. It's like, bro, but look what's happening to innocent lives in Gaza. And they go, well, no, that's propaganda. It's like, all right, so do me a favor. Open up Google Earth, and type in Gaza Strip and tell me if that's propaganda, if it's fake.
Brother,
it's all rubble.
That's the Democrat Republican thing, bro. It's
over.
Illusion of choice.
It's over.
Bullshit.
It's over.
It's over. So just because we're conservative doesn't mean we support genocide. Okay, I mean that's irrelevant.
Levik is saying it. Reza gave them hope. Reza has look, man. Again, I'm not a politician. I don't know too much about geopolitics, but Reza Pahlavi has no right to say anything about the state of Iran. The guy he left in 1979, hasn't been back since, and I get it. He was banned from the country, but it's like, dude, what are you doing? You're going out there, quote unquote, saying that,
and he may still not go back.
He's not going to go back.
He will very likely be a Zoom leader. Via Zoom, he'll have meetings with the country and the politicians. I doubt he's going to physically go out there and live in a, I don't know what they have there.
Palace,
the presidential mansion. I don't know what they have.
No way. It's been way too long, and he hasn't lived in the country. He doesn't understand the dynamics of the country and who the people are there. I mean, it sounds crazy what I'm saying, but he doesn't. He has no idea about the culture of the country. I mean, us being Armenian, the Armenians in Armenia are completely different than the Armenians in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's like, it sounds weird saying it, but it's day and night. It's completely different culture.
Because, and here's the thing. For example, you mentioned Armenia, right? We can go to Armenia tomorrow and be like, listen, I think you need a new leader. You need to get rid of Pashinyan. And the Terazis who live there will turn around to you and say, what are you, clueless? Oh, we're living a pretty good life, actually. Since he took power, I drive a car now. I have a nice car. We travel every 2 years. We go to Egypt and,
the roads
Cyprus,
are clean.
What are you talking about? Yeah, but, we're seeing the news and there's people protesting against... no, my friend, you don't live here. Please don't come here. And that's exactly the response he could get. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
We were doing fine before. And you'd be shocked. Like, what do you mean you were doing fine before I got here? Yeah, we were. No, you weren't. Yeah, we were. And how do you win that argument? That's just, if you're not living in that country, I don't think you should have a voice.
Can we move on to this pitch real quick?
Sure.
Awesome.
Sure.
Take it easy, Joe.
This is the third day of the Operation Roaring Lion, the operation the Israeli army and the state of Israel set out to, with our great friends, the United States of America and President Trump, to thwart existential threats to Israel and great threats to America and the entire world. When I stand here in a place that was bombarded by the terrorists in Tehran against innocent civilians, you see the difference. The tyrants of Tehran target civilians. We target the tyrants of Tehran to protect civilians. I've said for many years that they threaten not only Israel and not only America. They chant death to Israel, death to America. That's their ultimate target. But I said that they would also target those in between, that they would target Europe. They did. And if this regime, this terrorist regime of the kind we've never seen in the world, if they get nuclear weapons and the means to deliver...
Do you see Europe?
Ballistic missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles, they will threaten all of humanity. So we set out to protect ourselves, but in so doing, we protect many others. And I want to say special thanks to our great friend and a great leader of the world, Donald Trump, for joining us in this crucial effort to save the world. Thank you.
I like what he said there. He said I was a great president, a great friend. I like that. I like that.
The fact that this guy has been spieling the same BS for 40 years.
But again, the one thing I have to agree with him is the whole death to America thing. You're seeing.
Really, is that worse than our own people during BLM burning the American flag?
Well, no, that's a different story in its own.
That's domestic terrorism.
No, it's equivalent to it, but it's
not. To me, that's worse because they're in the United States. Iran has never attacked the United States.
You're right, but ever since
we were attacked the United States,
ever since our own people.
No. That's young man over there with the
Israel,
the USS. What is it?
Liberty.
Yeah.
The USS Liberty.
Yeah. Tell me the last time Iran attacked the US.
They haven't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they haven't.
Continue.
But again, it's the only reason why I say it is because since we were kids, we've heard the whole, mad back America, the whole death to America, death to
And
America.
that
death
could have
to
been
America.
18 people saying that out of 92 million.
No,
Listen, guys.
It wasn't 18 million. Look, you saw the protests that were taking place, or not the protests, but the Iranians in Isfahan, in Tehran, when they got up with their whole the Ayatollah pictures and the current Iranian flag, chanting death to America. Look, you don't want those guys around in power.
Well, they have been in power for almost 50 years.
Correct.
And nothing has happened to America. We have the BLMs of the world who were literally burning the United States flag, and we're not concerned about that. We're concerned about, Muslims in Iran chanting death to America.
Well,
Listen, guys, I'm not in any way defending the regime of Iran by any means, but I don't trust this roaring lion here that yeah, he's standing in that scuffle like Iran is a threat to the world. You're a threat to the world, my friend. You, Mr. Netanyahu, not the Jewish people. You are a threat to humanity and to the world, because for the past 40 years, you've turned everybody into, well, this guy needs to get out of, Saddam needs to be taken out because he's a threat to humanity and to the world. Khamenei needs to be out. This guy it's like this guy just playing a board game like, okay, where do we go now? What do you think? Let's go over there. Huh? Let's call our friends in the United States and see, where are we taking out? Who are we taking out next? Like, come on, man. Seriously? Does anybody take this guy seriously at the end of the day?
Also, one more thing. I have to make a comment. Levik, just because I'm defending the situation or whatever, I'm not for this regime. Just to clarify. Also, Iran has attacked troops overseas many times. What the fuck are we doing there? Like, Levik, what are we doing there? What are we doing? Why are we not there when we have a bunch of problems here?
Dave says Iran has attacked the U.S. with every Andy song.
Oh God! Mashallah.
Levik, look, the thing is, you can blame everything on any regime you want, right? Because the propaganda is, well, they funded this, they funded that. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of false flags happening. We could go back as far as World War I to, 9/11, October. Any of these you want to look back at, it was never the enemy that actually attacked. It was always us being like,
ally.
all right, let's figure out how we can hurt ourselves to show that we're the victim so we can find a reason to attack. That's exactly what we do every single time. I mean, there's a reason why we're, going into our 20th, 50th year as a country. We've been at war for what, 20, 30 plus years out of the 250?
Basically.
I mean, imagine let's say you're...
The only time we weren't at war was with Trump's first term. That's the only time we weren't at war.
Imagine you're 80 years old, and out of your 80 years, 75 of it, you're just grappling constantly. You're in this fight.
You're out of the womb. You're just wrestling with your dad the whole time. You're just wrestling with until your dad is 84 years old. You're just wrestling with your dad.
Like nonstop.
Yeah.
That's what we've been doing.
You're like a third degree Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt fighting your dad.
Or in Taekwondo, you'd be like, what degree at that point?
I don't know. Even higher than that. You'd be the Grandmaster's Grandmaster. Oh God. I don't know. Look, our thoughts and prayers go out to the people of Iran. We're following the story as news breaks out. We post on our Instagram page, on our Twitter page. If you guys aren't following us, Wise Nuts Podcast on Instagram and on Twitter, you'll see up-to-date stuff that's going on. We post it, and then we come on here and we talk about it. We give our opinions, our point of views. And again, none of us are specialists on any of this stuff, but this is what podcasts are about. Podcasts are about sitting here, talking with each other, talking with you guys, and having Levik and Dave comment, make us laugh. We hope to make you guys laugh, and we brainstorm about stuff. Because look, humanity right now and society right now is really, really struggling with communication. People are becoming more and more socially awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say this story, but I should. So a very, very close friend of mine really opened up today. We sat down in my office, and I'm not going to drop any names, but we talked about things that they felt comfortable opening up about with her family. She was like, I love the podcast. I love what you guys are doing and how people are able to talk and express stuff and be able to open up about certain things and compare their lives to others. She was like, with my family, I came from such an abusive family. My father, very abusive, to the point where she was like, anytime he would come home from work, I would be shaking like, crap, dad is home. Like, I might get a beating today for no reason. And it made her into a much stronger woman, much stronger person. But she's like, I never want anybody to go through what I went through. And the more people talk and open up and discuss stuff like this, the more people will be able to comfortably come out and say, hey, listen, I'm going through that as well. Here's an idea. This is what you should do. That is what you should do. But he goes, society is becoming so awkward and quiet and socially awkward that we're doomed, man. We're doomed. Podcasts and stuff are saving a lot of this stuff because none of this is structured, man. This is all just open conversation. And it's stuff that, we put the cameras in front of us, we put the mics on, and we sit down and we talk. And we hope to make it feel like you're in the room with us.
Yeah.
And when you guys interact with us, whether it's on YouTube, it's on Rumble, it's on Twitter, and you comment back and forth, and we see these comments and we interact with you guys, it's dialogue. It's not your typical CNN or MSNBC or your Fox where you sit there and you say, well, in other news, Iran attacked Israel. Israel attacked Iran. No, it's literally sitting down having a conversation amongst each other.
And and look, us laughing at certain things, it's not us laughing at the situation, by the way. It's try to make it entertaining. And like Arno said, it's our opinion. We're wrong most of the time, maybe right once in a blue moon, but it's just an opinion. Everybody has one. We have one.
It's like an asshole.
And we just happen to share it on the camera, right? So don't, at the end of the day, it's unfortunate that so you mentioned the story of that woman who would, as a child, would come home in fear getting a beating from the dad. Imagine there's millions, if not billions, of people that go home and are afraid they're going to get a beating from the government. That's the same way these people feel. As far as they're being abused, I mean, we're being abused too under our government too, guys. Don't, the whole taxes thing and everything else. I don't want to get into all that, but we're being
governments, unions, associations.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, hopefully the hour and a half, 2 hours you guys spent with us, we try to, as much as we discuss current events and try to bring a little bit of, I guess, humor to situations out there and whatnot, our perspective, hopefully that kind of separates you from your reality for an hour and a half, 2 hours, where you get to unwind with us. Like you said, you feel like you're in the room with us and we're having a conversation together, because ultimately we all need that mental getaway, because there's too much going on in our lives these days. And it's thanks to this phone, because we're aware of everything. Before, we didn't know what was going on. To read or to know anything, you had to go to the library, you had to pick up a book, you had to sit down, spend hours reading, and then go find an old newspaper.
Yeah.
Now it's like, hey, Siri, and boom, see, there she goes.
It's listening to you. Literally listening to you.
It's everything's at the tip of our fingertips, yet everything's so close, we're so far from each other,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm telling you, man, things are becoming more and more awkward when it comes to having conversations with people. And I think this next generation will somewhat bounce back from it because of the fact that they're able to sit down and listen to a podcast. Everybody's so like, hey, get to the point, get to the point, get to the point. It's like, all right, listen, calm down. We'll get there, but you may learn a thing or two on the way there. It's just be patient with it. You don't need that dopamine hit right away. It's not necessary. But
just to also clarify, guys, if I'm coming off a little upset because I'm getting a few text messages, calm down. It's because I'm mainly upset. Just putting it out there that our troops have to go and fight Israel's war. That's the main thing. Our young people have to die for this guy that was just on the Malachowski.
Yeah.
That's the main reason why I'm so upset. But just putting it out.
By the way, there was a recent text that was just sent now as well. Security updates for Americans in the Middle East. Depart now via commercial means due to serious safety risk from Bahrain, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Israel, the West Bank, and Gaza, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Syria, United Arab Emirates, and Yemen.
Yeah.
There's
also a reason because they knocked out the radar, the $1 billion radar, which is another reason why I'm saying that it's going to cost us a very pretty penny to be in this war. You're talking about a $1 billion radar system that's being knocked out by like a $20,000, $30,000 drone, $20,000 to $50,000 drone. I mean, each Patriot missile that goes up there to try and take one of those missiles out, those few $100,000 missiles out, is like $4 million to $7 million each, and they take 3 of them to knock out one of those. So, I mean, do the math.
It's okay. It's our tax dollars, man.
Right? That's another reason why I'm so pissed off.
Oh man, I don't know.
Let me show you this one real quick. The $1 billion radar that was taken out in Bahrain.
By the way, before you show that, I want everybody to go look up this because I was looking for it in my notes. Where your tax dollars are going, and I don't want you to go too deep in the rabbit hole because it might piss you off even more. But go look up memorandum of operations, or I'm sorry, here it is again. I'm going to correct myself. Go look up memorandum of understanding. Memorandum of understanding. MOU. Go look it up.
But you know what that's going to pull up is an MOU.
Go look up memorandum of understanding.
And it's going to pull up what specifically you're looking for? Or?
It'll pull up what you're looking for.
Okay.
Go look up MOU, memorandum of understanding, and read into what that does politically for the United States and how much money we're sending to a certain country.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Joe.
So there's a $1 billion radar that was taken out.
مسيرة اضرب 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 اضرب.
Now, the reason why that's important is because once they took that out, they were able to hit an American U.S. military base in Bahrain.
How old was that?
That was recent. That just
it's
happened.
New?
Yes.
Like, so there was brand new build.
Yeah, like these couple days this happened. This is the radar system? Yeah, it's Trump's radar system apparently.
Hey, you don't think they could have hit that missile to not hit the radar system? That just
beyond my pay grade to know that. But
that missile looked like it was traveling at 12 miles.
No, that wasn't a missile. That was a drone. That was literally a $20,000-$30,000 drone.
Okay, I mean, and
yeah,
that drone took, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna suffer in this big time fight. So that's the financial part of this war. So this is what happened afterwards. They didn't detect the missile coming in. So that's our military base. That's an American military base.
Yeah, but I don't buy that. Just like I don't buy the whole, whatever Netanyahu was standing there talking about, or hospitals, whatever was bombed.
We've lost four troops or 4 soldiers so far.
Do you remember during the Armenian War how we lost 5,000 and they were saying, 130,000?
Well, they said 3,000, then they said 7,000, then they said 8,000. Yeah. We've lost. So they've said 4. They've said we've lost 4 troops so far.
You believe that? You believe that?
I don't believe that video.
No.
I believe that. No, I don't. I believe that's strategically shot down.
Well, what do you mean?
They knew that that was going to get hit there.
There's no way they couldn't have stopped that drone.
Where do you think that was? That's Bahrain. That's not Israel.
Yeah. No, I know.
Okay. I mean, perhaps. I mean, I'm not an expert in this stuff. I'm just putting what's out there, right?
My concern is a lot of these shots that are being taken. I mean, the guys they got beautiful footage of that drone falling.
Yeah.
It's like what you don't think they were waiting for it?
I mean, you hear it, right? So it's circling around and then it just hits the target.
You don't think that's a secure location if they've spent $1 billion?
No, for sure it's a secure
and then
location.
They allowed a drone that, let's say, wedding photographers use to
which makes this even worse.
JJ's flying his drone into a multi-billion-dollar.
This is what annoys me about all of this.
Does it not tell you the theatrics that I'm talking about?
Look, the theatrics, as far as I believe in the theatrics of we have to show whatever. When I say we, I don't mean I support it, but our government has always shown, look, we're being attacked. This is why we need to go and attack in return. And we need to, respond, right? So why do they show this stuff? Look what they're doing. We got to respond. But as far as the whole 40,000 people being killed, that being theatrics, or them talking internally and saying, listen, we're going to pretend. I don't know. You could say that about everything and anything because everything is planned. To take over Iran, there's a lot of theories out there that this was planned 30, 40 years ago. Even when they put Ayatollah in power, the first Khomeini, it was already planned that, okay, after so many years, this is what we're going to need to do.
Well, the first, remember, these are two different people.
Yes, Khomeini and Khamenei.
Khamenei, yeah. Okay.
So I'm saying, even from 79, there's you could read about, but again, none of us know what's true.
Again, my theory, people might laugh and say, oh no, you're crazy, call me crazy, whatever. I don't think the Khamenei is dead. I think negotiations took place and they said, listen, we will kill you, your entire family. We know where you live. Here's a picture of your house, right?
Yeah.
The Trump tactic. Get out. And what he said was, all right, buy me out. Figure it out. And something took place where he left, a bomb was dropped somewhere, and we'll never see him again.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, that's the thing. There's too many theories. That's always a given. Right?
And I can't, and me saying, again, sorry to cut you off, but me saying, show me proof he's dead, we're never going to see that proof.
Do you have proof that Saddam is dead?
Saddam was publicly hung, and there's video of it.
Oh, so you believe that was him, not his body double, but this guy?
No. Saddam was killed.
So how are you so certain of that?
Because I don't believe. I just don't, like, for example, Bin Laden is when I lost trust in it.
But do you know Saddam had like over a dozen or 15 or so body doubles?
Yeah, he did.
But yet you believe his was real. The video was real.
Because Saddam was truly overthrown by the United States and Israel to be truly taken out, just like Gaddafi. How they shoved the cannon up Gaddafi's ass. And there's video footage of him being beaten. A man who basically gave free healthcare, free education, free housing to his country.
It just shocks me that you believe those videos, but you don't believe these videos.
No, I don't believe. No. What I'm saying is I want to see proof that this man is dead.
You didn't see any proof of Gaddafi or Saddam.
Gaddafi, there was a video of them beating him to death. Basically.
How do you know that was him? No, honestly, how?
Well, I mean,
you don't believe Epstein is dead. You question whether Charlie Kirk is really dead.
I said Charlie Kirk is dead.
How? You know that you believe
dead.
that?
Yeah,
See, I don't believe anything.
You don't believe that video of Charlie Kirk getting shot in the neck was real?
I don't know. That's him. That's not him. He's getting shot. He's not. I don't know. I don't believe anything.
This is because of Jim Carrey?
No, it's not because of Jim Carrey. It's because look at for Charlie Kirk. What happened? Like within 48 hours, they started construction at that school. I can't get permits for 2 years. So within 48 hours, they got permits and construction. They just removed.
Maybe they wanted to start construction that day, and then all of a sudden they said, "Well, listen, you can't start construction today because there's a big event taking place. Charlie Kirk is going to be here." Well, can we start it tomorrow? Sure, you could start it tomorrow. bang, Charlie Kirk's dead. Well, we need to start construction. So
I don't believe anything I see, honestly. I haven't ever.
Like,
I wanted to believe.
do you believe Osama is dead?
No.
I don't either.
I think they're all, look, all of these guys are plants. Osama's dad, Osama bin Laden's dad, was a big contributor to how the United States opened refineries in the Saudi Arabian countries.
in the Middle East.
In the Middle East.
He was a CIA operative.
He was the architect.
He was Bush's butt buddy. It's Bush Senior.
Yeah,
Bush Senior.
Weren't they having dinner?
Yes.
Yeah.
But mind you, this is one of the most wanted men in the world. They killed him, and then they said, "All right, so he's dead. Let's dump his body into the ocean."
I'm not even
Come
talking about.
on,
I'm
bro.
talking about his dad.
Yeah, his
dad is the one who brought in the first company out of California. Helped them. I think he was an architect. He helped them build the first refinery in the Middle East, and that's how we. And then through that, we were like, well, you know, since now we have refineries in the Middle East, we need a military base to protect our workers here. And that's how we started building military bases in the Middle East. That's how we convinced them. But it was bin Laden's dad who was the architect of all that. So I don't believe anything.
But
Again, now you tell me, how do you believe that? I don't even know if I believe that story, but that makes more sense to me than, they just went into a bunker and pulled him out and then threw him in the ocean.
Well, we're here sitting down at a cigar lounge talking about conspiracy theories, this and all that. And again, people are probably going to watch this or listen to this on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and be like, oh, look at these kooks, bro. While China's overseas creating super robots that are getting ready to go to war. Have you seen that video, right? So, Joe, can we pull up that video of the China robots?
Yeah.
Look, this is a video from 2025 and then an updated video, or is it 2024?
2025.
2025 robots and then 2026 robots. Look at how quickly China has advanced in the robotics and AI technology in just 1 year. So the bottom is 2025 and the top is 2026.
I was enjoying the show.
Yeah,
I'm not too concerned about those robots.
Really?
Oh yeah, the United States, we're worried about what gender people are. While China's, you think that robot's going to care what gender you are when it's coming after you to kill you?
I'll tell you why it's very easy to defend against robots like that. The HARP technology that we've had for many, many decades.
Okay.
Do you know what it can do to these robots?
What can it do?
One signal and millions of robots could completely shut off.
Until they figure out how to...
No, they can't.
You don't know that.
Oh, you're talking about an EMP. An EMP.
Whatever it is that they've always used against even human soldiers.
Yeah.
They have it against, for robotics too. It's even easier to use it against robots than it is against humans.
Yeah, I could see that.
So, not that, again, I'm not trying to downplay a robotic army by any means, but I don't know. It's just, there's too much turmoil. Well, I'm not, because I'm telling you, one satellite thing could wipe out 1 million of these soldiers.
Yeah,
these robot soldiers.
If you could get to that satellite thing.
I mean, I don't know, really.
Bro, look at how quickly they're advancing, man.
They could advance as quickly as they want. Just because they love to show off their military and their army, whatever, robotics they have, doesn't... You've seen the military parade China and Russia does versus what we do. Ours is nothing compared to their military parade. But what, we don't have a better military than China?
No, I mean,
or Russia?
We spend we spend trillions of dollars
Okay.
on our
So
military.
you don't think we have more advanced robots than that? Just
I
because
don't-
it's not on Temu doesn't mean you don't have it.
Look, I don't know. I don't know what we have, but when you see stuff like that go on, it becomes very scary as far as like, okay, are we even close to being advanced as they are? Because look, when you go back to the 1950s and 60s, what was the big race for? The big race to go, who would go to the moon, right? Who has more advanced technology to be able to go to space? And again, I'm not saying we went to the moon. I still don't believe we landed on the moon. But the big flex was, hey, we got to the moon before Russia did.
Yeah.
That was our big flex, right? Because when we saw Sputnik go around the Earth, it was like, holy shit, bro. They put a man in space. Or they put a satellite in space. And then Yuri Gagarin went to space and they had, oh my God, the first man in space. So that's what it was. It was a space war. Now it's a tech war. Who's got better AI? Bro, there's food, all this stuff being delivered in China right now via drones. We don't have that yet. I mean, we're kind of...
we choose not to have it because of regulations.
What
and
regulations?
FAA regulations.
Okay, so that's an FAA regulation, but then you have all these Waymo cars driving out in the streets, but that's not FAA regulated?
No,
Why not?
because it has nothing to do with
Yeah.
the airline industry.
Yeah, federal aviation.
Or no,
aviation.
I'm sorry, not FAA, but as far as like...
The DOT,
Yes.
Department of Transportation.
Yeah, Department of Transportation.
It probably does, but you're comparing aviation to ground transportation.
Which one's safer? A drone flying or people's lives inside of a vehicle driving around with the robot?
Well, a drone is not that safe if we don't have the infrastructure for it.
And China has infrastructure for it? Those high rises, those buildings
China
all over.
has probably China doesn't care if 200 million people die from drone accidents.
How many?
China,
They have another 1.5 billion.
their population's dwindling, by the way.
I'm being cute.
Yeah, they're gonna take that snippet and
Seriously,
run
it's
with
like,
it.
you can't say anything without a disclaimer at the end that I'm messing. I'm not. It's not serious comments.
He's not racist. He's
Yeah.
not racist. But watch, I guarantee you, Tesla is working on something as well as far as automated taxis. It's gonna happen eventually.
Bro, of course, Elon Musk is not banking his money on Tesla cars.
No.
Elon has always banked on the infrastructure of the United States charging stations, the whole system. Elon Musk has banked on the public transportation and trucks and all that logistics. But his biggest thing is going to be when he takes all of this, what do you call it? All the
What are you thinking about? Tell me.
not the cloud systems. What do you the drives that holds all the information? What are they called?
Cloud systems?
Not the cloud systems.
Not the hard drives.
Well, the hard drives, but those big systems that hold all the information. What are they called?
The networks?
Data centers?
Data centers. One of his things that he's banking on is he's going to take all of these data centers into space. And the reason for that is because in space, you use far less power, far less energy. Just like, for example, today it costs $90,000 to mine one Bitcoin, right? And
Yes.
Bitcoin is worth whatever it is, 60,000 today.
Roughly, give or take.
If you could mine that same Bitcoin in space, it would cost $9,000, for example, instead of mining it on Earth. So that's one of the other things he's banking on to make tens of trillions of dollars.
I get it.
But
I get it.
He's ahead of the game. It's just, I don't think China's not ahead of the game. China just has that persona. They have to.
I'm very curious to go to China one day and see how advanced the technology is there. Because look, you go on these YouTube videos and all these travelers, these bloggers that go to different countries, they show you how crazy advanced the technology is there. And again, they had those Waymos way before we did.
Right.
And I guarantee you that's coming here on a much bigger scale. These automated Tesla autopilot driving systems are done to replace Ubers, Lyfts, taxi drivers.
Yeah.
Why do you think Uber and stuff is pushing these regulations as far as, if an automated car were to operate under an Uber and you get into an accident, we're not liable for it. Or if you get into an accident with a
Waymo.
Tesla
Yeah.
or a Waymo, there's certain guidelines and stuff in there that protects Uber. They're ahead of the game as well. And I guarantee you they're probably working with Elon and Tesla to create some sort of automated taxi driving system that's going to take hundreds of thousands, if not millions of jobs away from Americans.
But I think it is and it's not, because what's going to happen is, from what I understand, is Tesla is going to allow you to buy a Tesla, that automated Tesla cab, and you make the money as well. You buy the car from Tesla for whatever it is, $50,000, but it's being used as a public transportation. You also make a percentage of that every month.
I hope so.
That was a part of their plan, actually.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Because look, there's a lot of people who do bank on that as a source of income. That's all they do.
Yeah.
They're Uber, they're Lyft, they're Postmate, they're Uber Eats drivers. But now you're seeing all these robots out in the streets delivering food, which is terrible, by the way. If you order Uber Eats and a robot is bringing it, cancel the order. Dude, your food comes cold. It takes forever to be delivered. It's just, it's a mess.
That machine's stopping at this light for ever.
Like, God forbid you order some like Indian food where it's like, like some the chicken curry and stuff. It's like, it's just, by the time it gets to you, it's just it's mixed up like the way it's supposed to be.
The masala's mixed with the fasala.
Yeah, literally.
By the way, if you're interested in going to China, all you have to do is, honestly, every year in Vegas, there's the CES, which is the electronic show. I think it's usually around January.
Mm-hmm.
Go. You'll see technology you've never seen before.
Yeah, but that's a convention though.
But everybody that wants to commercialize it from Japan, China, all over the world, they attend this show, and they're basically vendors there. So you, like, for example, I remember I went to the CES show, I want to say it was about 15, 16 years ago. And I remember this particular showcase was somebody standing there, and they had a smartphone. No, sorry, they had the
Galaxies.
What was that music thing? Not the iPad, the
iPod.
iPod.
Dude, the iPod's
MP3
more than
player?
17 years old.
I know, but yeah, the MP3 player. But the girl was standing there, and she would move her eyes to the right, and it would forward the music. She would move it up, it would increase the volume. She would move her eye down, and it would.
No, really?
Yeah, I'm talking about 15. That technology, I still haven't seen it. Never came out.
Well, you have hand gestures and stuff now on certain cars, on the Apple Watches and stuff.
BMW, I can't drive a BMW.
I know you sat in the passenger seat and changed the music.
In your car, I was sitting there, we're talking, and all of a sudden we went from reggae to lesbian music. Like, I didn't know that was in your mix.
I didn't either. I think it was your hand gesture.
Maybe it recognized
your hand gesture. Play something sassy.
Yeah.
No, I mean, look. Technology nowadays is moving so fast, so drastically that are we able to keep up with it? Are we ready for it? Nobody really knows. But I think a great idea would be to maybe create like some sort of chip where you put it into your brain and it holds all of the information for you. Like, so you don't have to carry a wallet anymore.
Neuralink?
Like, yeah, man, just put it in your brain. Like you have your social in there, your passport, your credit cards, anything you want. You just download it into your brain.
What if somebody wants to steal your identity?
They got to shoot you in the head.
So bad.
We're going to hell, bro. I can't say anything. Look, like, okay, just mind you, we're not
just having fun, guys.
Yeah, we're not telling people to go and rob and shoot people in the head.
Well, Neuralink isn't around yet, so.
Well, it will be, but I mean, right now, what we have to worry about is people talking about clones and how individuals are now dead, and it's their clone that's out and about in the streets. Like just recently, we saw Jim Carrey, right, at that awards in France, accepting an award for himself, and people basically lost their mind when they saw Jim Carrey accepting the award and saying that, oh my God, that's not really Jim Carrey. That's a clone, or that's somebody else, and Jim Carrey's dead. And during one of his interviews, he spoke about being nervous talking or speaking in French, or giving his speech in French. And he said, oh my God, I saw all the individuals going up, speaking in French quickly. And all of a sudden I looked at my notes and I was like, oh my God, I'm dead. And everybody's like, oh, he's dead. It's not Jim Carrey. But Joe, we have a picture of it, right?
Yeah, we do.
So here's what we saw. To the left is Jim Carrey from probably mid 2000s. Probably
it could be late, even.
I'm seeing the blue background. I'm thinking it's maybe at like a Sonic premiere, because he was obviously Dr. Egg in Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And then to your right is Jim Carrey from literally a couple days ago.
Here's another one.
Here's another one as well. People online were freaking out saying, that's not Jim Carrey. That's not Jim Carrey. It's somebody else. Dude, it's Jim Carrey. Unfortunately, Father Time catches up to all of us. And, we begin to age, and some people want to beat Father Time. So they go and get fillers, facelifts, injections into their face to attempt to look younger.
To look like a freak.
Yeah. Unfortunately, some of them get botched. I mean, that one actor? Mickey Rourke.
Bro.
Yes.
Mickey Rourke. Wow.
Mickey Rourke was probably one of the most handsomest actors.
It was a modern day James Dean.
Yes. And Mickey Rourke, I mean, you could compare Jim Carrey to...
Oh, bro, Jim Carrey looks like a stud compared to
No. As far as the botched, I don't want to say botched Jim Carrey because he's not botched yet. But Jim Carrey, if he continues to do the cosmetic surgery to his face, will end up looking like a Mickey Rourke.
Mickey's.
Joe, can you pull up that photo again really quickly?
Yep.
I mean, look at this, man. People were saying it's not Jim Carrey, it's somebody else, and that doesn't look like him, and it's a mask, and his eyes aren't the same, and his cheeks are the same, and his chin isn't the same. And it's like, dude, calm down. We've seen much worse plastic surgery on the Armenian women than we have on Jim Carrey.
You could
Trust
see
me.
this dimple in the same place too.
It's him, bro. It's just he's got the fillers and the cheek. There's cosmetic surgery done. It's so
this
obvious.
is a common theme now. This whole, because remember in the Epstein emails there was something about how Joe Biden was killed off in 2019, and there's so many of these kill off stories now. And one that I actually read today as well was that, and I'm mentioning this because I'm curious to see if this turns out to be true or not. So I read something today where it said the real King Charles III was executed on February 10, 2023.
The real King Charles III?
Yes. The one who's supposedly in power today. And they said, but his death will be announced on March 28 of 2026, which is in a little over 3 weeks. So now I'm curious if we're going to get a announcement on March 28th.
This is like some Simpson shit.
I don't know.
But see, Levick is saying, this is very interesting. So Levick is saying his eye color is different. Also, he signed autographs with his right hand and Carrey is left-handed. Joe, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you Google...
The Iranian...
Sorry.
It's okay.
Wrong button.
It's okay.
Clip.
All right.
He plays at bedtime.
Yes.
I'm standing in the water rifle here.
It's like, it's his alarm clock. Do me a favor. Google, very, very simple. Google Jim Carrey signing autographs.
Let me share a window. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, that's. Don't type anything right hand, left hand, anything like that.
Just don't share what I.
Don't go to Pornhub.
Yeah, no, I got rid of that.
Don't share what I airdropped. By accident, at least. People
All right, so let's go. We're gonna go to Google.
Yeah. So go to Google.
Let's
DuckDuckGo. I like DuckDuckGo
Yeah.
so much.
Just type in Jim Carrey signing autographs. That's it. Nothing else. That's all. Jim Carrey signing. There it is. Okay.
And then images.
Okay, images. All right, now go. I want you to find something of him, like not recent.
Right there.
This one right here.
With
Well, no, that's the one Levik is saying he's signing with his right hand. I want to find an old photo of him signing something.
Where do you want to see?
Any one of them. Go, you're too far down. Go back up.
Yep.
Go back up. Right there. That one right there.
This?
In the middle. Okay, so that's an old photo of Jim Carrey, right hand. Go to that one.
So you're saying he's not left-handed?
He's not left-handed. Now look at the photos right underneath it, Joe. No. Go back. Look at the photos underneath it. Can you zoom into that? Look at that.
Let's see.
I
don't want to try and push the zoom because we're live on this.
Okay, so click on that one. Click on that one.
So
that's an old photo of Jim Carrey, right hand.
It's with the right hand right here.
Go to that one right there.
This one?
No, that's the same day.
Yeah.
That's same day. Go to the one in the middle.
This one right here.
Yeah.
That's a video.
Okay. Again, doesn't matter, but it's a photo and the pen is in his right hand.
Yeah.
So that's debunked right away. So look.
Here. Right.
Look at that. That's an old photo, right hand.
Yep.
So he signed stuff with his right hand.
I found that weird too. But yeah, it's right hand.
Oh, look at that one. There you go.
No, that's not him.
No. Okay. No, back up out of there.
Guy.
There was one there where he was sitting at like a lunch table or something. He was signing something, but
No.
Again, it's.
I think you made your point.
Yeah, people got the gist of it. So, for those of you saying Jim Carrey was left-handed and that individual was signing with his right hand, clearly we saw in multiple photos Jim Carrey does sign autographs with his right hand. Now, there was one guy. Here's what was funny to me. There's this one guy, and I don't want to give him too much credit because I think he's trolling everybody. Alexis Stone, who's a famous drag queen makeup artist, he's claiming he was Jim Carrey. But it's like, dude, I mean, you're going to strain your back, reaching. Calm down just a tad bit. I went to his page and he put up a prosthetic face of Jim Carrey and he's claiming that he was Jim Carrey. But it's like, dude, leave the guy alone, man. This is the reason why actors and actresses go crazy when people start spewing disinformation and misinformation about them.
Yeah.
So Jim Carrey is still one of the greatest actors of all time, I think, in my opinion.
One of the greatest actors of all time. Wow.
One of the absolutely. Don't you think so?
Personally, I do.
I don't know. I mean,
look at his character, man. Look at how many.
He's the guy with 1,000 faces, isn't he?
Bro, I think there's more than 1,000 faces. He's the Grinch. He's Ace Ventura. He's the Mask. I mean,
yeah,
he's one talented individual. And again, it's his acting genre is a little bit different than your Denzels or your Russell Crowes and all that. But I mean, you look at the Truman Show, played a serious role. What was the other movie that he played as well, where he had a serious role in?
I forget, but I think he had some type of mental thing. He played that comedian. Man, I'm so bad with names.
Same.
Man on the Moon or something?
Yeah, Man on the Moon, another
but then
role.
The one where it takes place near an ocean, whatever it was. I remember, what was that called?
Regardless.
I think he's in depression or his girlfriend is depressed. I remember that was a serious role too.
Great actor, man. One of my favorites.
I mean, just when you said one of the greatest actors, I guess I'm more of a
top 10 at least.
One of the greatest, like I consider, like you mentioned, then the Denzels and the Russell Crowes and
Leonardo DiCaprio's, Jack Nicholson's.
Yeah. Jack Nicholson, I haven't seen too many of his movies, but Leonardo, I've seen a lot of his movies.
Go watch As Good as It Gets with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, that one I've seen. It's him and Leonardo, right?
No. As Good as It Gets is.
Which one was it?
Okay, As Good as It Gets is a very, very interesting movie. It's about Jack Nicholson playing a role of a man who has like crazy OCD.
I remember.
And he's
that.
really
Yes.
he really does have OCD. Like when he walks on the streets, he can't step on the cracks. When he goes to a restaurant to eat, he brings his own knife and fork. That's a great movie, and I believe he won an Oscar for that movie.
I've seen that one.
So,
but I thought he did one with Leonardo too.
That was the oh my God, Departed.
Departed, yes,
that was Departed,
yes.
And which again, a freaking amazing movie. All-star cast.
A few movie names here.
Yeah. But look, when you talk about people changing, a lot of people are changing in Hollywood. Again, we talk about leaving individuals alone and not spewing misinformation and disinformation. Hollywood takes a toll on individuals. And recently we even saw the change of, what's her name? Kelly Osbourne, right? Ozzy Osbourne's daughter. Dude, I saw a picture of Kelly Osbourne. I did not recognize who the hell she was. And for those of you who don't know who Kelly Osbourne is, if you guys remember the Osbourne reality TV show where Ozzy Osbourne and his family had the whole cameras in their house. It was one of the first reality shows before the Kardashians were around. But Kelly Osbourne was known as this like little chunky girl, sweet little British voice, and hello there. Let's put another shirt.
With a very foul mouth.
The whole family had a foul mouth.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not the dad.
Oh, what are you kidding?
Oh, of course not.
Oh, are you kidding?
I mean, you barely
sarcasm. Sorry.
you barely understood what he said, but
I never catch this guy's sarcasm.
it's only been 2 years in here, Joe. You'll get it next year. Third time's a charm. But Joe, can you
Right
pull
here.
up? Look at this, bro.
That's her?
That's her.
No.
Yes.
I've been seeing that picture all over the internet. I didn't know that was her.
Exactly.
That can't be her.
Exactly. That's her, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it back up.
This is crazy. Again,
How?
if
I mean, she's 40 over here, no?
Okay.
doesn't
but
matter, she looks 70.
She looks like it's her aunt or something. Like, what is that?
Tons of makeup.
No, bro.
Also, medical procedures probably done, and the whole grieving thing.
Are we not going to say Ozempic?
Ozempic probably too. Yeah.
Are we not going to say possible bulimia? Are we not going to say possible anorexia?
Yeah.
Are we not going to say any sort of eating disorder? I truly do hope she. Yeah, I know, man.
What the?
I hope she isn't going through anything serious. If she is, God be with her. Please, please, please get some help. If you're on any sort of medication, as far as these Ozempics or anything, please get off of it. That is not healthy. She does not look healthy.
Apparently, she's sick, from what Levik's saying, and she has issues, and she's fighting through it. So,
I mean, sick what? Is it cancer? Is it? I mean, what is it? I mean,
don't know.
I don't know, man. But she looked scary. She truly did look scary. And if she is going through anything, whether it's a sickness or even emotionally or mentally, may God be with her. I truly wish her the best. But yeah, I mean,
It says she is ill with grief and struggling to eat following the death of her father.
so she anorexic, bulimic.
Come on. I don't know. You know how I feel about grief, so.
I know.
You're in the business. Man.
It's like,
I mean, you see people die on a daily.
well, I personally don't see them.
Well, I mean, not see them, but you deal with the families and
yeah.
stuff.
And then everybody deals differently, but that's an excuse. She has to be dealing with something.
Especially Erica Kirk.
That's not normal. Or
Well,
Erica,
yeah.
I've never seen anybody grieve like her. She's just going through so much.
Oh yeah. It's like Batista coming out of the curtains in WWE's WrestleMania.
See that's what I'm saying, man. It's like everything I've as much as I didn't believe in things before, now it's like completely, for me it seems like everybody's just compromised, everybody's a plant, everybody's just I don't believe anything I see. Because no matter what, they've orchestrated where there's, okay, we're going to put, 7 people on this side. They're going to talk about all this stuff on podcasts and news and so on. And then we're going to put 4 on this side and they're going to speak against this and they're going to speak against that. And we're going to create as if there's actually 2 sides that are completely disagreeing with one another. But neither of those guys, it's their own opinions. It's all just premeditated, orchestrated, whatever you want. It's a script they're following, because if they don't, then they won't be around for very much, at least not in the public eye. Because it seems like anybody that truly spoke their mind is not, at least in the public eye anymore. I mean, going back as far as JFK, right?
JFK was taken down quick.
Yeah, he spoke his mind. He disagreed with some powerful entities and he's out. And look at his family. I mean, 2 others after him, right?
Yeah.
His brother,
And his son.
Was it the son or the nephew?
The son was the son was a plane crash.
Yeah, the son
with his wife.
But and then you have the Princess Dianas of the world and all. It's just, that's the thing. It's Michael Jackson. You've got. It's like the more you look back, the more you realize anybody that that was protecting anything or defending anything, all of a sudden disappeared.
Anybody who speaks up against the system is taken out. That's what it is. Now there's stories about Macaulay Culkin being protected by Michael Jackson in order to not go to Epstein Island. Where you're just like, what the hell is going on? So Macaulay Culkin and Michael Jackson were hanging out together because Michael Jackson was protecting him. And again, there was a song that Michael Jackson came out with, They Don't Care About Us, right? Mm-hmm. Is that the song? Where certain words were sung in that song that hurt Michael Jackson big time. And till today, if you can find the original, good luck. But on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or I'm sorry, not Apple Podcasts, but Apple Music and Google Music and all these platforms, it's the altered version of it from what Michael Jackson did sing.
But even look, this whole Epstein file thing that's public, everybody could click on the link, go into his email, see 3 million emails. I mean, you really think nothing was deleted from there, or that's actually...
Oh, no. All those black lines were there in the emails when they sent it out, all those redactions.
Forget about the redactions. I'm talking about, you don't think there's even things that not only were redacted, but completely removed?
What have you said in the past multiple times to us? They'll let you see what they want you to see.
But why do they want you to see this?
Because it's a distraction to something much bigger. Look, everybody forgot about the Epstein files as soon as the Iran war, or no, I wasn't say Iran war, but the attacks on Iran. And
this guy can't call it a war.
I'm not going to call it a war. I'm not going to call it a war.
You're going to get shit for that.
Yeah, I am going to get shit for it.
The conflict.
God forbid it's a war. As soon as the attacks took place, everybody forgot about the Epstein files. Dude, Hillary Clinton was literally in deposition.
And then you have Bill Clinton saying Trump's name never came up with you.
I didn't see anything, and I don't think I did anything wrong.
But
he was smiling ear to ear when they said, "Did a female give you a massage?" He's like, bro, at least
reminiscing.
At least don't smile, bro. But it's like he's an old man, bro. Like, what can you do?
Why was his hand shaking like that while he was drinking water? I mean,
I don't know. God forbid Trump's hand shakes.
He's not that old, bro. What is he, like? Maybe 80, if that?
I think he's pushing past 80.
I don't know. But I mean, look beyond even what you're saying about
you don't think he's a little bit nervous about possibly being questioned about the Epstein files?
79, bro.
Well, he's Trump's age, bro.
Yeah, 46.
Damn. See, this is what we mean, man. Again, not the biggest fan of what Trump has been doing. Still voted for him twice, but the guy's aged gracefully, though.
But he looks much better in person when we saw him.
He looked much better in person when we saw him. He did not look 76 at the time? Or 78, I'm sorry. 78. He's 80 years old now.
And the guy supposedly eats Big Mac every day, right?
Yeah. Look, when we saw him in person, he looked amazing in person. Like, you were just like, bro, there's no way this man is 70 plus years old. The way he was walking, the way he was just interacting with people. And mind you, this was him flying, like coming in from like multiple flights at past midnight.
He was at a rally.
Yeah, at 1 a.m.
Yeah. Was it like Detroit or something? Or
somewhere east side.
Somewhere. I think, no, Jersey. South Dakota. Jersey. He was in New Jersey. So he had just literally flown in and got off the plane, got to Mar-a-Lago, came in, greeted everybody, and it looked like he just took a shower upstairs and came back down in his suit and tie.
Now, let's look at it this way with regards to these Epstein files, right? The supposed emails that we all have access to. All of a sudden, lucky us. What if this is their way of giving us access to what they want and basically numbing us down to the point where we realize, wow, we have access to all this information. We see what we see. And I mean, look, one of my friends, this story is too gruesome. I haven't seen it, but he was last or the week before, last week or the week before, he was telling me how in some of these files he saw images of kids where the kids were alive, but their arms and legs were cut off, and their teeth, the dentist had removed the teeth, and they were doing certain things with these kids, obviously sexual things with these kids, but the kids' arms and legs were cut off too.
What?
Yeah. But my point is, you don't think they're also giving us access to this information to numb us down in a way where we realize, wow, we see all of this. It's obviously aggravating us, pissing us off. They're doing unimaginable things that we never even thought was possible. Yet we feel like there's nothing we can do about it. So we're just going to numb down to it, where now in a few years, in a few months, whenever they decide to expose other things, it's just like, oh, well, yeah, that's nothing. They've only killed 2 million people. It's not a big deal. They've only killed 10 million people there. It's not a big deal. Because, look, there's millions of people being killed today all around the world. There's genocides in multiple countries. Nobody talks about it, right? So I think they're trying to normalize some of these things to dumb us down, numb us down, where we kind of become receptive, where the next episode, whatever they're going to show us, it's like, oh yeah, it's another thing, not a big deal.
Well, yeah, they've numbed us down with certain religions as well, where anything that happens to Muslims, they're terrorists. Anything that happens to Christians, well, they're just crazy Christian people who, worship some god, and it's become normal. But I can see genocide becoming normal as well, or them normalizing genocide.
I mean, is it not?
It's
Gaza,
Nigeria.
What happened in Artsakh?
I mean, there's genocide happening in Africa on a daily.
Yeah.
These tribes that are being massacred, but nobody talks about it. I mean, we're seeing it right now, but do you know what tribes it is, or what country it's in, or what part of the African continent it's even in? No, because it doesn't fit the media's narrative. It's not sexy enough. Who cares? It's Africa. When they've normalized Africa as like, oh, it's just filled with a bunch of lions and tigers and giraffes. No, there's fucking communities out there. There's people out there. There's human beings out there.
And it's Bill Gates Foundation's lab.
Yeah.
Basically. It's his clinical study lab.
His guinea pigs are there.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But what do we know? Nothing.
Crazy.
Today was fun.
Yeah.
Levik, stop writing in capitals, by the way. Stop yelling at us. Anytime Levik writes in capitals, he's yelling at us. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us.
One more thing before you end.
What is it?
Have you noticed that ever since the war, like if you look up, it's kind of like clear skies all the way
No,
around?
I saw a bunch of trails last 2 days.
Where?
Here in Glendale. I'll take photos and I'll send them to you.
Glendale's
But
an exception.
bro, I'm not.
Have you seen the CDC logo?
Yeah.
What is it?
The lines.
What lines?
On
Chemtrails?
the back. I don't know.
Contrails.
They're not contrails. They've already admitted to it, by the way.
You still don't believe that, huh?
I'm not fully sold.
Oh, so you're not believing it now? Because last time we talked, you were saying, "Oh,
No, I'm saying I'm not fully sold on it.
Okay, so for the record, they're contrails. For you.
For the record, they're contrails.
Okay, so now I have a way to. Now I can prove it to you.
Are you sold on the fact that we're the only we're considered the smartest animals on Earth, right?
Yes.
And yet we're the only animals that spray our food with poison so that other creatures don't eat it, so that we can eat it ourselves.
Listen, man.
Exactly.
Listen, man. There's a lot of dumb shit we do.
Name me one other animal that pisses on their own like food, and they're like, I'm just gonna piss on this so that nobody eats it because my piss is poisonous, but I'm gonna eat it myself right afterwards. Who does that? Nobody. We do that.
Yeah, I know.
We'll spend billions of dollars on research. What type of pesticides do we spray on this one?
No, I agree with that. And listen, the type of food that we literally put into our bodies is poison. And
especially the ones that come out of a bag or a box or
something that you take out, pop in the microwave, and then pull it out and say, "Oh, look at this! It's got 36 grams of protein. It's good for me. This is good. This is good." But turn it around and look at how much sodium is in there.
I'm in my keto state right now. Make sure you put a wet paper towel on your plate.
I don't know why I'm so thirsty after eating this microwavable Hot Pocket. Maybe it's the amount of sodium that you just intake. Oh, God. Guys, stop eating processed shit. Please. You're killing yourselves. I can't wait for... Again, I hope RFK does this, but I can't wait till they start actually putting certain labels on these foods where it's literally like... They have to dumb it down for people, like red light, yellow light, green light. You can eat it. Red light, it's bad for you. But the people will still eat the...
Dude, the other day I was... Because, ever since we took the kids to Greece a few years ago, especially my older son, he loves sardines. So the other day he's like, "Oh, I want a snack." I said,
"Dude, Eileen's the same. She loves sardines, especially the ones with the olive oil."
I bought this because I'll usually go and then I'll buy maybe 2, 3, 4 different kinds and try it out and see. So I'll send you a picture of this one. Man, I opened it up for him the other day. I think it was Saturday afternoon after his soccer game. And I opened it up. I just squeezed it a little. And I always buy it in the glass jar, not in the...
Yeah. Don't buy it in the can, bro. Yeah. The expiration on that is like well past due.
Man, this thing was so damn good. Like, he literally ate the whole jar. And I had a couple pieces, but he literally ate the whole jar with bread.
Put some lemon on it.
Yeah, I put some lemon. See, I'm like salivating. It was so good, man. Listen, guys, you guys want a snack? Ready to go? You could buy a dozen of those jars. It'll cost you like $50.
Bro, what are you talking about? People don't know how to fucking cook anymore.
No, but you don't have to cook the sardines.
They don't
you
know.
Just open it and just put it on
they'd rather go to Taco Bell. They'd rather go to Burger King.
Man, this thing was so damn good.
It's so interesting how people have forgotten how to cook food, man. They don't understand that you going out and buying certain ingredients, bringing it home and cooking it, you could feed yourself for a week. Don't let anybody see that.
Send it to Joe.
Oh, please don't.
No, you're gonna love it. Actually, don't make sure it doesn't go on his laptop, pops up on the screen.
No, I won't. I gotta share my screen.
All right, guys. Well, we want to thank everybody for tuning in and joining us this Monday. Appreciate all of you guys. Stay tuned. We'll be back next Monday as well. We got a couple of great guests lined up. If you guys know anybody that might be a great guest to join us, shoot us a DM. Send us an email, info@wisenutspodcast.com. Also, merch is available, guys. Check out our merch store, wisenutspodcast.com. Buy some shirts. They're under $20. They're under $20. Less than a cappuccino.
It's under $20 now?
Yeah,
that's why it's been selling. I thought it's under $30.
It's under $30 or under 20? Joe, is it under $20 or $30?
We got different items at different prices.
All right, so we got shit under $30, stuff under $20. But it's less. Hey, listen, man.
I didn't say shit. I said stuff.
Huh?
Like, we got a lot of stuff.
I said shit.
Oh, you said shit.
I said shit. How much is a Big Mac combo? It's like $14.
Now that's shit.
Yeah, that's shit. So don't buy a Big Mac combo. Go buy a Wise Nut shirt. Simple as that.
And buy some sardines and smoked olive oil.
Yes.
Amazing. Yes. And it's the cheapest fish. Sardines and herrings. Go look it up. Sardines and herrings are the healthiest fish by far in the world. Those two, herring and sardines. Cheapest fish, healthiest fish.
There you go. Other than that, today's episode will be up and running on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all major platforms mañana. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you guys all next week.